see. Let's go check real quick, see if this is up and going. Should be. Check. Pull this up. Looks like we are live streaming. Let's make sure the sound works. Check. Pull this up. Give me 1 second here. We are live streaming. Let's make sure the sound works. Check. Cool. All right. So, we are going to jump into another episode of a Larper Reacts. The disclaimer that I put on all of these are I am just on YouTube here pulling videos. There's none of the content that I'm watching today is content that I have made. But I'm interested in seeing what content is out there for LARP, how it is depicted, and just pretty interested in a lot of this stuff. So the first one that we're going to watch here today is called Darkon from June 2015. This is by, looks like, Kaza Marie, 20,000 followers, almost. Yeah, 21,000 followers. 423 likes. So if you like this content, please make sure to go here, find the original content, and make sure that you hit like and subscribe. And with that out of the way, let's get to it. I guess I should start with this too. I have not played Darkon yet. I have a lot of friends that do cross game into Darkon, and I have been seeing a lot of their content recently. Darkon is a boffer-based game in the United States, does have a class system, does have full magic, is upper end when it comes to boffer combat. You will be getting hit. So with that out of the way, we'll jump in. Like most events, driving to the middle of nowhere. Yeah. Let's see what we got.
Hello everyone, my name.
I'm gonna start. I love her tent. First up, straight up, I love period looking tents, the canvas tents, anything that's not a wall or a ground pimple, the Dick's Sporting Good type of tent. I really like this.
My name's Kaza Marie. Some of you know me as a LARP girl, and today we're going to explore Darkon.
Looks like flats for the boffers there. I like the throne, that was cool. Castle's cool. That's sick, actually.
I visited Darkon as a way to explore different LARPs during the LARP tour. Experiencing different games is really important to me because I want to know about all the different things that make our community unique. Darkon is a war game and offered something that I had been missing, lots of combat. So it was really exciting to finally get to go. The fact that they had these amazing campouts and had these internal
I love the bog chairs too. I've always enjoyed bog chairs. I think they add a lot.
conflicts always happening really amazed me, but I didn't know how truly amazing the game was until I got there. I had a host campsite that was going to take care of all of my needs. Bloody Axe Mercenaries were amazing. They showed me all the cool things that was offered at Darkon, and I was able to immerse myself in their camp in roleplay, which was amazing. I arrived pretty late, so I set up my camp and got quickly into character. After figuring out that the druid stuff wasn't going to work for me for the first event, I decided to go with a monk. Although I did keep the background story, my character is just a monk from the tribe of desert druids.
If I remember correctly, they have something like 12 or 15 classes. Most of them line up with D&D, what you're familiar with there, and then they have a few other branching classes, but very similar to Dungeons & Dragons.
This is my character, Nevin. She is from the desert of Lila on the southeast continent of the Darkon map. In the distance, there was a castle with torches all around it, blazing. As we entered, I got to see the pit fights and these monsters and creatures and people that were fighting and betting for who would win. It was very fun. Suddenly, these people burst into the castle and were dead, bloodied, and scorned. After investigation, we really couldn't figure out what had happened. It wasn't until the next day that we saw that the monsters had broken out from the Colosseum within the castle. There were wanted posters for these monsters everywhere. It was the job of the kingdoms who had come to this gathering to find these monsters and bring them back to the Colosseum. We spent a long time running around and finding the monsters. It was really fun because we got to PvP other players by stealing their monsters.
So Garb standards look to be similar to Amtgard Dagger here. You see some modern stuff, but nothing too terribly out there. I like the hoods. Those are always a nice touch. Looks like a lot of flat blades, normal foam shields here. Yeah. Big old axe from the guy up front. I like the chain. That's a nice touch. I really like the plastidip shield there. That's really, really nice. If you're not familiar with plastidip, it's kind of like a rubbery substance that you can, when you make shields and weapons with, you can etch and mold the foam, and then you put this rubber over it, and then you paint it, and it's essentially waterproof. They're awesome, and that's a really good example of it.
We camped out at the castle for a little while, killing the different kingdoms that came in with their monsters and claiming their bounty as our own.
We're going to take it back down to the castle, and then we are going to take the castle again, and we are going to take everything that everyone ever brings to the castle, and we are going to check it in for us.
I had never played a character that had done something like that, so this was very, very exciting.
I like his chain. The castle is so cool. That'd be a blast to fight in.
Towards the end of the night, we decided that we were going to go claim the castle as our own and help these monsters destroy the castle so that they wouldn't have to fight each other in the Colosseum anymore. The major conflict of the event was that these monsters had broken out of the Colosseum. They wanted their freedom and they wanted the castle destroyed. So we decided, as the Bloody Axe mercenaries, that we were going to help them in this endeavor.
That's cool when games. That's cool when games allow you to actually pick which side that you're going to be a part of. That's always fun.
To destroy this castle, we went out and helped the monsters destroy it and killed everybody who came to fight against us.
The castle, hopefully, for the final.
I like the trim up here on her tunic. That's really pretty. I like that.
Time with the monsters that we've rallied together, and hopefully it's going to be really awesome, and we're going to hopefully be victorious. So let's go.
Look like bigger Dagger here Belagarth style arrows. We've got a no quarter symbol right here. Good to see these guys in the video. I like the ghost.
We can redecorate the castle. We can make it better.
Can we redecorate the castle?
I sure can.
Okay. We successfully took the castle and we got it burned down, or we successfully took the Colosseum and helped the monsters burn it down and destroy it. So
They're now free.
they're free.
Once we had successfully taken the castle, we were ready to celebrate. And then we all died.
Huh. Assuming those are the healers.
Shall take heed of your graces. Resurrection! Hail, Wooten!
Look at that flail. Holy cow.
The people that were running this event did an amazing job. I was really excited because all their costumes and the story was really awesome. The way they've set it up is that each camp out, somebody hosts it as the game masters, and they have a conflict that they submit to the board to see if it's all right to be ran. And the scenarios and battles are all decided upon, and if it's good to go, they host the event. I had a great time getting to know these people and spending the weekend with them. I really enjoyed hearing all the histories and seeing how dedicated and passionate these people are for their game.
What did you learn?
Continuously try to swing on things.
There's definitely a lot of great combat to be had, and at night you can drink and get some PvP in. I have to applaud the people of Darkon for setting up some amazing campsites. I loved the castle and I loved the in-game area that we had for the Bloody Axe Mercenary Crew. So thank you guys for having me, and I want to extend my gratitude for Darkon for hosting me for this game for the LARP tour. I had a great time and I hope to see you guys again.
To the recruit, to the mercenary, to the brother. Some of you have been conscripts for quite a long time. Some of you have been recruits for quite a long time. The eyes of the mercenaries and the brothers are always upon you. Everything that you do, every reaction that you take to anything that happens is always graded on how you react and how you profit. Last night in the camp, we had an extensive conversation about brotherhood and what binds us together. It is always being able to rely on the man next to you on either side.
Alright, and that's all that I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed my video. Don't forget to like this
Yes.
video and leave your comments below, and I'll see you next time on the battlefield.
I like the castle. That would be so much fun to fight in. To have full walls and the door. And I've done that a couple of times at Keep on the Borderlands, but this is a much more elaborate castle. It's pretty neat. So that was Kaza Marie, Darkon, June 2015. Go over here and like and subscribe to her content if you liked that. Let's see what we've got on Amp-Guard today. See what we want to watch. We've done that one. We've done that one. Hey, it's me. Let's see. I don't want to watch just combat videos. I want to do something. I don't want to do how to build. That looks just like normal. Ooh, actually, I know what I want. I'm blind, can't see. This. So, we'll let this go here. So this video here is by Morgan Donner. If, again, content we're going to watch here is not my content. I'm just watching and giving my comments here. So if you like this, make sure you come over here to Morgan Donner's channel, hit the subscribe and like button. This one I have seen before, but I love it so much I want to watch it again. This is the SCA, or the Society for Creative Anachronisms. This is a historical group that does do heavy combat, fencing combat, archery combat, equestrian combat. They do all sorts of different types of combat. But one of the things that I love about them the most is their off-the-field research and the off-the-field persona research and the crafts that they do off the field. So this is a arts and science fair where she goes through and just gets a bunch of different takes and views on some of the things that have been entered. So we're gonna watch this. She has a great channel. If you're not subscribed to her, you should be.
Good morning, I'm Morgan Donner, and today I am at another event. I'm already dressed and ready to go. Now, this event is going to be a little bit different than you've maybe seen before, because instead of being out in the beautiful wilderness dressed up funny, we are instead at a school dressed up funny. This event is less about living history and more of a showcase of artisan skill. It's a great chance for our local artists to display all of the things that they've made in the past year or before. No one's judging.
I like our little Laurel pen right there. Laurel is kind of the equivalent to Serpent Knight and Amp-Guard, if you're familiar with any of that stuff. They get the pens that they can wear for their different the different orders. Essentially, then Peerage is what they call it. Amp-Guard would be familiar with knighthood. They have, I think, 5 orders of the peerage, something like that.
And get feedback on their items, get lots of oohs and ahs. It's a really good chance for people who you might not necessarily see the thing that they make very often. For example, if a scribe were to make a beautiful scroll and then it goes to the person it's being awarded to, and then no one ever sees it again.
That's awesome.
It's a shame, but that's the way that some of these things tend to go. So this is a really great event where everyone digs out all the things that are really cool that they've been making in the past, couple of years, and maybe get advice from people on some of the new things that they're starting to make, feedback, tips and tricks, things of that nature. So it's a really, really cool event that we've only been doing for a couple of years, and I'm really excited. It
reminds me of
a
like a science fair type of thing.
See some of the lovely displays.
I love it. So this, I'm going to reiterate here because it's kind of a big difference. The SCA between a lot of the Boffer games, not only is the combat pretty different, but the atmosphere of the game is different. You are expected to, your character needs to be a realistic person, or at least someone that could have existed in reality. You pick an era and you pick a culture. So for instance, my character is 13th century Mongolian, Jebe, and the character is supposed to be historical or could realistically be historical. So your garb, your food, your projects, everything that you do needs to be as close to historical as you can. And so and that's not the same as in every game, but just knowing that going into this game, which is you're going to see a lot of difference in the garb and the crafts that they make because their goal is to get as close to historically accurate as they can. So it's going to be a little different between maybe what you're used to and what you're going to see here. It's almost like a Civil War reenactment, but for Middle Ages. Oh, wow.
All right, so I went inside and took a look around, and there are so many really awesome tables full of art that I'm really excited to share with you guys. I don't know how great the audio quality is going to be because it is in a building, so the noise just kind of bounces around and it's loud. But
Excuse me.
we do the best we can, and I'm hoping that you can hear a little bit about each of the tables and artists that are displayed today.
That's awesome.
My name is Taryn Destinger from the Shire of Glendoofin, which mundanely is Jackson County, centered on Medford, Oregon. I am mostly working on tailoring techniques, focusing on pad stitching currently, which is a structural stitch used to make collars stand and to make suit jackets modernly, among other things. I dabble in a lot of other arts, but my primary focus is in late period, which is 16th century German garb.
I don't know, man. If it takes me more than 10 minutes to put something on, I'm probably not going to wear it too often. Like I love late period stuff. It's absolutely gorgeous to look at, but there's a reason I like my Mongolian or my my Anglo-Saxon stuff. It's pretty easy to just slip on and go.
My name is Otani, and
I
I'm here
love
today,
block printing.
Displaying some block carvings. I got into block carving originally because I couldn't afford brocade, and SCA is a beautiful way to learn how to make it work. I also have some knoll bending and some tablet weaving, and I am so pleased to be here.
Knoll bending is a Norse Viking style of weaving almost. It's not really weaving, more crochet, I guess. But they use it for mittens and socks and things like that. And then you can see the trim here. You can use this as belts. You can use this as trim on garb. You can use it for all sorts of different stuff.
I'm Misia Raposa. I am displaying a cloak that I am making from raw wool.
Wow.
I'm also
Oof.
displaying contraceptive and abortive fashion herbs that were used in antiquity and through the Middle Ages. I'm also displaying dental techniques from
She's all over the place.
11th through the 16th centuries, including herbs that were used for mouthwashes and also tools that were used for extracting teeth.
So with that one there, you can see kind of the difference, at least in my experience in AmGuard, that's something I wish that we could learn from the SCA, is the research side. A lot of that stuff wasn't, some of it, right, was creating things, and we have that. But what we don't have is an avenue to reward people for good research, right? She was looking up the different types of things that you could use for dentistry. That doesn't necessarily have a place in a lot of the other LARPs that I have played. So I like the research aspect of this game. It's probably my favorite part, is that it rewards you for doing good research.
Hello, this is Tabitha Morgan's table. Today we are showing a day in the food of an English woman in 1570s London.
All right, I would try these. I don't know what the other stuff is. We'll see.
We have fresh fruit and seasoned cherries, which was very popular in
try
England at
those.
the time. We have bread that I made myself. We've got cheeses, stuffed eggs. We've got an applesauce, and we've got these little meatball-looking things that are spinach fritters. They're fried,
Huh.
and they
I'd give that a
actually taste
shot.
kind of like cookies of all things.
Weird.
Hi, my name is Mona Boucher. I'm also known as Catalane Van der Ras. I live in Yellowknife in the Northwest Territories of Canada. I dye cloth into piece using natural dyes.
That's neat.
I am Aurora from Whywood. Today's project is on my dolls, ankle weaving, and my heraldic dress.
Sometimes.
Let's mute this as we go through our ad right here.
From visiting all the artists, and I wanted to introduce you guys to one of the coordinators for this event. This is Charles. He's fantastic, and I wanted to tell you,
I like his
or
crown.
have you hear a little bit about the event from him.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. So this is our second year with this type of event. What it really boils down to is it's a medieval science fair. It's not so much about a traditional reenactment event that we do. We're outdoors, there's fighting, merchants.
So you can see for the SCA fighting, how it's a little different than
There's fighting.
most of the LARP stuff. So in this game, in most LARPs, you pad the weapons. So you get foam weapons or latex weapons, and then you don't have to wear armor. In this game, these are rattan sticks, think broom handles. And to fight this game, these are 14 gauge helmets. You have to have kidney protection, elbow protection, knee protection, groin protection, and neck protection, and then hand protection as well. And you can wear more armor than that if you want. Like this guy's got chain on, but those are the minimums. And you can wear full plate if you want to. You can see this guy over here in the background has more. But instead of padding the weapons like most boffer games do, the SCA pads the person. And so to play the game, you have to have more armor than the boffer games. And it does tend to be a harder hitting game because, again, you're swinging wood at each other. So you'll notice most of the combat is still the same. Arms and legs work fairly similar. You can swing at the face. Stabs on the bar grill count, most shots on the side of the head and the top of the head count, and you'll see them die. They fall over, very similar to what you're used to.
Merchants, arts and sciences, where it's a holistic event, but not necessarily art focused. And this one really is not just about focusing on art, but allowing artisans to showcase all of their work. And that's something that they don't get to do in a sort of a traditional event here in the SCA. And so our artisans told us for a long time, like they needed something different, they needed something more, they needed something that was display, where they could show more of their, like the breadth of their talent rather than the depth. We often see the depth, we don't usually get to see the breadth. And it works. And it has been quite a success. This is year 2. We have 100 more people in than we did last year.
Cool.
So I'm hoping in year 3 there's 100 more. And if any of y'all want to come, reach out to her. It's been great.
I'd get lost in something like
Welcome
that.
to Athenaeum. My name is Erin, and today I am displaying
that's so cool.
Collection of garments that date between 1590 and about 1610, 1615. They're all based off of pieces that are in the Victoria and Albert Museum or the Janet Arnold Patterns of Fashion, the Medici burial clothing. There is a comparison that I'm trying to demonstrate between methodologies for machine sewing with a little bit of hand sewing versus 100% hand sewn. And I've been sort of experimenting with how long and how much investment goes into full hand sewing versus about 70% machine sewing with some fine-tuning in hand sewing.
The suns were awesome.
I'm Nathaniel Lakarov. Today I am displaying null-bound mittens and hats. I am displaying co-rosed.
I like his comb there too. That's one of the things I've been looking at trying is Anglo-Saxon Viking era handmade combs. I think that would be pretty fun.
Spoons and a game board, and pewter casting, where I've done slush casting on bells and whistles and ampullae, and I wanted to experiment to see what the difference would be in the tone if I just changed the thickness of the bell itself and the different clapper styles.
I'm Rochude Halfblind, and I am making laminated leather boxes. These are really common in the 15th, 14th, 16th centuries to hold your valuable stuff in. Glasses, books, precious things. So the first layer of leather together, and then subsequent layers are laminated and glued on with rabbit skin glue, which you can buy at the art supply store for sizing canvas. And then I make them seamless, real smooth, and then dye and paint them. And I've made several of these now, and I'm very excited about them.
Yeah, those are neat.
I'm Baroness Ely, and this is my null binding table, an example of all of my crafts. So my fun fact is that null binding is not a Viking-only art form. The Romans had it, the Egyptians had it, even Papua New Guinea. So it's all over the world.
That's cool. I wonder if there's an actual competition, like a tournament.
That just about wraps up the event. I am very tired and very hungry, so I think I'm going to head off, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching and seeing some of the cool projects that we had to share, and you all have a wonderful day.
That's neat. So if you like this video, come and subscribe to Morgan Donner. Like the video. This was Medieval Arts and Science Fair, Athenium 2019. I've got a request in the comments here to look up AmpGuard quests. Let's see if we got anything. 12 minutes, we could watch that. That's relatively new too. Yeah, we'll give that one a shot. See what we got. How many views is 142? This one's got 1,500. We'll give the lower one a shot. All right, so this is by Blood and Steel, a combat channel. This is AmpGuard, the Quest of Kalas. So if you like this content, this is not my content. I'm just watching it, having a good time. So if you like it, make sure you come over here, subscribe to their channel. 344 subscribers. Looks like I'm already subscribed to their channel. Cool. Come in here and give them a shout out, and let's see what they got. AmpGuard, so we're back to Boffer games. Can also tell it's AmpGuard right away by the sashes. I like the chain and the Gamby. Nice. Ooh. Go back to her belt. That was a God's Eye belt. That's neat. That is a... Can I have a different view of that? Viewers, if you know me, you know I love woven belts, so whenever I see a cool one, I always I gotta stop and look at it. It looks like a God's Eye weave. Yellow and green. That's neat. I like that.
See all these brave, amazing travelers who have come to the tavern here in Empire's Grove. I have a proposition for any person's brave enough to take this on. Me. All right. Who else we got?
I like the fake beard. I love that.
I don't sign contracts without knowing what they are.
That's okay.
I'm mostly here for drinking.
I'm gonna mention I'm a mysterious stranger here in Empire's Grove. My name is Stranger McDanger, and
I like it.
Stranger Danger.
I have a proposition for you brave, enterprising warriors. There is a secret treasure, the lost treasure of Kalas, the Klingon warrior, and it is secreted somewhere.
She said Klingon warrior.
That surrounds our beautiful.
It's a gel.
Secreted. Right. So somewhere in this apple grove, there's going to be a couple of groups, I think, probably looking for it because this is a pretty fancy treasure. So if you encounter any other warriors, do your best to kill them as soon as possible.
Okay.
Like, can't we cooperate?
If you can talk them into it, you know. But they're bloodthirsty assholes, I would say. Just you got regular.
Goddamn adventurers.
But you know what? Try it. I'm gonna walk with you guys. I won't take a sword, you know, non-combatant here, but I'll just come along with this secret pouch.
Are you gonna stab us in the back and take all the treasure? And we'll gather
I don't even have a sword. Look how nice I am.
And do so as
This is all blood from people I've healed.
yeah. Oh, my.
Can confirm she healed me one time. Yeah, I healed her one time.
So you're not fresh. No, we are not fresh.
I like the crossbow. That's pretty cool.
I see treasure. It's so crazy. Damn it. Forceful. Hey, stop that. Ice bolt. Hey, man.
The triad.
I literally just have a shield. Like, what do you like? What? I know you have a dagger. I have a shield. Look at my hands. I have a shield. I just want to talk this out, man. Like,
I think that was Beefy.
What's
Was the triad's name?
Like,
That's a sick crossbow. Looks like it's PVC with wood there. I like that. That's really neat.
Damn it, I'll have a release. Do you have a release? Yeah.
Five, 4,
We should have done. Oh, wait.
3, 2, 1.
It's a nice park they're in.
Oh, where? Oh, they closed it. Alright, we're back.
I love the cross guard on his stick over here.
Are you still dead?
Yeah. Yeah, that's beefy.
I don't know, it's always worth a shot.
Alive. Wait, I'm sure we can work past our differences.
I think we can. You're the one who tried to shoot us first. Forceful.
Hostile intent.
Forceful.
I'm no longer legally.
Ready to respond.
I'm no longer legally
Okay, so I'm dead.
Forceful.
I don't want to have to shoot you. I don't want to have to shoot you, boy. I don't trust you, man.
Yeah, stop that. Hey, tell me that, right?
He's using the crossguard almost as a shield.
Go! He's up your shadow. He's in the shadows. Okay. Let me keep grabbing.
10, 9, 8,
He's in the shadows.
7,
Okay.
6,
That's right from my start, please.
Oh, wait, no, I didn't charge my force bolt. Oh.
So I don't think you released them, but
First wall.
Stop that! Alive! Forceful.
My right arm is dead. That is problematic.
I like the warrior with no armor on. Shoulder pad.
Dead. Also shoulder.
Warrior alive. Stop that!
I like his garb. That's sick. I like the Celtic work on the arms, like the Celtic knot work. I guess you probably wouldn't call it Celtic. They're Viking themed, but whatever you want to call it, I like the knot work there.
Oh wait, you got me first. I think it was the same time. The shot was the one. I got the back and then.
God's Eye Weave on his belt too.
That's
It's pretty.
No, he's very legal. So.
He's got no hang though too. He's like his belt is the ends right after the end knot, or right after the knot.
I was like, he looks busy.
I can't do it.
I believe.
There's no rule that says that I can't knock it before him.
I love that crossbow.
Oh, you know, could you hold it for a second?
Yeah.
Wonder why he's fighting with a dagger. I love that you have bystanders watching too. That's a good sign. Whenever you have people that you're doing something that is strange enough or cool enough that people want to stop and see what you're doing, that's always good. And then if you can, have someone who can go chat and talk with those people.
Wait, oh crap! Why would you drop that?
Because I need to shoot it.
Yeah, you didn't have to. You had a sword.
I see what happened. I died.
I'm so impressed by how well you handled those weak other warriors. Ill-prepared, bad aim.
I sure do hope that there's no other warriors hanging around.
I do too. Wow, that'd be.
Wouldn't it just?
Wouldn't that just suck?
Mr. Stranger Things. I think I'm just going to revive these corpses, and we'll just, as a group, like as a fun little family, we're going to keep looking for this treasure all at once. I feel like maybe there's more fighting in the future. So somewhere around here, I don't know if you can see on this wet, muddy ground, but there's like a circle of power that I'm pretty certain we all stepped through. And there's a legend that says when the circle of power is stepped through, it raises the last Klingon warrior from the dead, who is made to guard the treasure of Hollis.
That's not good.
And ladies and gentlemen, he's right over here! So, spooky Klingon warrior, can we fight you? Like, we have to do this honorably. This is a Klingon battle, so we got to do this shit one-on-one. Look each other in the eyes as you fight. No low blows.
Hey, the pen is mightier. The pen is mightier than the sword, as they say.
That's cool.
I will.
This is a sword fight, though.
Oh, really?
And if you die, you don't get treasure.
Hey,
get back over
you
here.
accepted the challenge.
You have to kill him to get the treasure. The treasure is inside of his dead body.
Come on.
Is that so? How do you move around like that with treasure?
That's a
Can
1v1.
they throw us? That's what happened.
1v1, you bro.
Can they throw? Yeah, guys, that's just honorable.
Klingon can only be killed in honorable combat. And backstabbing will not work on him.
Oh, is this like from B7 Duel or whatever? Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, you also have +2 natural armor, so I forgot to tell you.
Huh.
Ah, come here.
Big pen. Really are, that's up there.
I'm confused as to what's going on now. Oh, he's getting those pretty white pants in the mud. Oof.
Break warriors.
Alright, let's try this.
Are you going to toss that ball at me?
What about shield?
Come! I can't take a shield. I'm moving.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
Come on! Adventure! Adventure with me!
Smith, the strength of the military book!
There we go.
First ball. No, you have 2 points!
If you're truly honorable, you'll wait 2 seconds. No, I told these weapons every point I'm now ready for a fair and honest fight.
Okay. Oh, by the way, since you're a new fighter, I'm a refresher, so
I know.
How about that? Ah.
Play.
Okay. Are you coming back yet? Come on, bro.
Let's compete with the champion with the team. Start from the forest to close the
Give him all the enchantments. Let him go to town.
You just gave him the keys to the castle.
It sucks when you can't get your force out of your pocket.
Alright, that's right. I mean, it's okay. We all
Point. Forceful. Now you're back.
I'm still confused about what's going on.
Like, if you survive the fight after death?
Survive the fight after death, then you get the treasure.
I didn't realize
the next guy was going to be like, oh, cool.
I didn't realize that was something we would have to do. What is it?
Choose your next fighter or fight me instead.
I got this.
Tap out, tap out.
Sure, why not? Do you have gifts of air?
No, I'm level 4.
Alright, whatever. I think you're not even. You just done for 30 seconds.
Lol.
I'll fight after that for you.
Yeah, Freddy Death, you're still stunned. Oh, okay. Persist. Just count for 7.
I don't think that's correct.
Looting 1, looting 2, looting 3, looting 4.
I don't think that's
killed him and I got
correct.
the treasure, I looted him out. Level 6, give me the treasure. That's a point. That's a point.
What we got? I like it. So it looked like there was you had to go and fight the original people who were trying to get the gold, and then you had to fight the monster protecting the gold, I think is what we saw there. So that was the Amp Guard, The Quest of Collis by Blood and Steel, a combat channel. If you like that video, make sure you come over here and subscribe and like to that. And I think with that, I'm gonna tune out for today. We went through 3 videos. I'll be back next week and make sure that we do some more of those. For those of you who've been hanging out with me today, appreciate you. And if you're watching this video later, appreciate you also. I am Godric Gray. See you next time.